Hi guys, so I am back with well, actually I'm going to be showing two of the altered fairy book journals that I have here. I will be coming back with the other ones that I have completed. Well, actually I've completed one other one, but probably I'll come back with that tomorrow as I'm trying to restock the shop. I have more eyelash trims and other supplies that I need to list that I want to get done in a few days. My stock in the shop is low, so I need to get back into the swing of things and start restocking with some stuff that I have. But I wanted to get these up. So this is, I'm so sorry for the glare, but this here is one of those, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's gonna catch the glare, so I am so sorry about it. I'll try to bring it up closer to you. And I'm trying to see if this lighting works because these books are so big they don't fit into my little light box. So I'm trying to see how I'm gonna show this book. So anyway, the first thing I've done with this one is I have ran some lace on the spine to reinforce it, and I have added some flowers that have the pretty pearl right in the center, and it's a pink, and it's got, I've added that, so it has two layers of lace. It has this pale one that I just dyed myself with some inks, and then it has a darker pink, and then it has the flower because I wanted this spine to be pretty reinforced. And then it goes all the way to the back. In the back I have added this label that says altered book, okay, limited edition. And then for the front I've added a butterfly. Let me see if I can show you. The butterfly is an applique of a butterfly and has these little dangly tassels that I cut off another applique, and I just attached it to the butterfly. And here is another applique with another little tassel. I added some of this vine trim here with some rose ribbons, and added some more danglies here. And then I have a seam binding ribbon for the bottom with another flower. And then on the fairies and some of the flowers I've added some glossy accents with some German glitter glass, or glass glitter. I can never say that right. So it just adds that extra sparkle there. And then I followed a tutorial from Jules Journals, I believe, and made a long tassel here. It's got this pretty bead, and you can take this tassel off if you want to, because it's just, I have it on a bow pin, and these bow pins are in my shop. I have them in various colors, black, white, pewter. I have them in several different colors, and added it's got a bead cap, and it's got all kinds of laces, and throughout the laces I have little beads, and have some beads down here. So I added that for the book. You'll probably see it better when I take the photos. So let's get right in. So I did a lot of glossy accenting, a lot of German glass glittering. So this took so long just to glitter, because I had to do one page, wait for that to dry, do another page, wait for that to dry. So it was a process, but I love the effect. So I glossy accented and glittered all the wings of every fairy in this book. I added this little fairy here, and I do have to say that Crafty Irina has a video where she actually purchased one of the books, because I was looking to see if anybody else had done something like this, and it was her. Leave it to her. She had a tutorial. Well, it wasn't a tutorial. She was sharing one of her books, and it was not this one, but she had another book, and she had altered as well. And so of course she inspired me to go along her line of doing this. So I thank her. She is just amazing. I love her. So, and I miss her. She hasn't uploaded a video in such a long time. So yeah, I hope she starts uploading, because she is so sweet. But anyway, I glossy accented and glittered. The camera's probably not going to pick it up because the lighting isn't so great, but all these flowers are glittered. And I have this book belong to that gets tucked right on into this little fairy here. And then here I have a glassine bag, and in here I have, it's not a glassine bag, it's a glassine envelope. Little fairy with more glitter, and the envelope I added this little trim here, and it has a clock, and I have some gold vine here, and lace and appliques of little flowers, and a clock, and behind the clock I have some pink lace peeking through. This is all glitter. The fairy here peeking through, her wings are glittered. And then I have these little fairy tags. You can journal on the back of these, or even put them anywhere you want to. So that goes there. Did I leave this open in the back? Yeah, I did. So you can either put them there, or you can tuck them here. We'll leave them like that, so you know that you can tuck something behind. And then here I fussy cut this little flower. Because this has a staple here, I added a staple. It's a legitimate staple that I glued there with glossy accent. I added some glitter on the corner here on this picture here, and grab this card here. You can journal on the back of this, and that gets tucked right in there. And then I added a journaling spot here that I attach with some lace. So there is your first journaling spot. And of course, you know, this goes up, and you can also journal here if you wish. Glossy accented and glittered all of this here, and the fairy as well. But of course, the camera is probably not going to pick that up. Glossy accented the chocolate pieces and the stamp. and the inkwell and the flower, and I glossy accented and stickled the fairy. So a lot of stickling. So on this page here, more stickles and German glitter glass. And then I have an envelope, and this envelope, because I didn't want to cover the beautiful page and all the accents, I just hinged it with some lace, and I added some fringe here in pink. And this opens, and you can of course add more little secrets to that. And it says, "Oh my, I found a fairy." And that goes right in there in your little glassine envelope. And then you have another little journaling spot here. And then here I added a metal book corner, but this goes up, and there is a little flower petal in there. I did a lot of stickling here and on this fairy as well. A lot of stickling here, and on the water I added more stickling. Lace here, this flips up right here, and you can journal on the bottom right here. Here this flips up and you can see a little message right there. This is another glassine bag, little glassine envelope, and it has a little tag for more journaling. And you can also put something in the back here, in the back of the envelope, as well as inside of the envelope. Here is a tag for more journaling. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let's take this out of here and let's put this here so that you will remember that you have this beautiful tag that you can add in the back here. Here's a fairy, and I glossy accented all coins because I wanted that to pop, and the like the gel, what is it, jam, and this little guy eating a piece of strawberry. I did his wings, and this of course opens here. You can journal here, here, and that is a little storyline. You could journal in here, and that closes back up with your little string, and then this little fairy is holding another little tag. And then this has a lot of glossy accents and all these little tags here. And then I added this little card here you can journal on. Glossy accented all these little footprints. And in this little leaf, there's another little message from a fairy. And then here is another journaling spot for you to add notes. That's been hinged on. I stitched on the booklet and then I hinged it on to with the lace. And then that's that. Here I've added some metal book corners. Did a lot of glittering, and here is another little flip up with another little message underneath that petal. And here is another little book. Here's another little tag for more notes. And that little fairy over there, you can, she's holding that one. And I did a lot of stickling and glittering and all kinds of, you probably won't be able to catch all of the glitter on these pages, but it is definitely popping. Definitely. Then you can actually either journal little notes behind these little tickets as well. This little guy holding a pencil, he's been stickled up. And I've added on this envelope, which is a lot of fairies on a journey. Added that envelope there, and it's hinged with some lace. And you got some couple of fairy tags in there. And it holds a lot more stuff if you want to. And then here you have another envelope, so coin envelope, and in here you have another tag, the beautiful fairy, for journaling. And you can add more ephemera in there, or mementos, or whatever you want. And here you have a little envelope. Doesn't have anything, but you can certainly add whatever you want up here. I went around with gold stickle and just highlighted this envelope here. The beautiful butterflies, I stickled them up and fussy cut this little canister of flowers, and is holding this tag. And added gold to this china here. It's got some little crumbles, and I glossy accented all of that. And this little petal has another little message that you flip up. And on the envelopes here, I added lace, and has a message with a 4-leaf clover. And you can certainly add more items in there. And in this one, more items. Little letter from the fairies. Here is another glassine envelope that holds 2 tags for extra journaling, and this has a hinge, lace hinge, because I didn't want to cover this beautiful image, and has a metal book corner here. And this is a beautiful butterfly, this 3D. And here is another little booklet for journaling. Little fairies. And on this letter I added some lace. I wanted this page to really pop out, so I really went and glossy accented and glittered and went around with silver stickles, and then here is the back of it. See if we can get it to open right. And in the back page I really didn't do nothing because it just speaks for itself. Now this has to open in a certain way for the music to kick up. Let's see if we can get it done. Remember, this book is old. So this is what the back looks like. It's very dimensional. Let me see if I could show you how dimensional that is. So this opens up here. Even if you leave it open like that, it's gonna look gorgeous. You know, it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. So the music box, you can hear it. It's got to be open a certain way. But I don't want you to purchase the book for the music box. I want you to purchase the book for the book, okay? Because the music box, like I said, it's got to be open a certain way. And I don't trust the music box, so... But there you have the music box. I'll do that one more time. It has to be open all the way flat. There you have it. So that is the back of the fairy book. Very dimensional. Got the fairy flying. It's got the lantern, the steps to the cabin. And now it doesn't want to shut up. The flowers. Okay, so that's it. That is that one. So this one is already listed in my shop. Okay, I hope you guys like that one. That is called Return to Fairyopolis. Okay, and I want you to be aware, this is an old book. Okay, it has a little scuff mark there. I mean, it's an old book. It has a little scuff mark there. So it is perfectly imperfect. Okay, it has a little scuff mark there. So the spine has its little wear, but it's very well reinforced with all the laces and everything that I put into it. I actually have Tyvek in there. Where am I? I actually have Tyvek inside of the spine to reinforce it even more. I probably was out of frame when I showed you the little scuff marks. There's little scuff marks there, little scuff marks there, but it's a beautiful, beautiful book. Anybody who loves fairies is going to absolutely love this book. Okay, so that's that one. And then we have this one, which is Fairyopolis. So that one is Return to Fairyopolis. This one is Fairyopolis. And this is the one that I seen Crafty Irina. She was showing this one. And she had altered hers as well. So this one is Fairyopolis. And what I did for this one also, I followed the tutorial, for the Tassel tutorial that Jules Journals had. Thank you so much, Jules. And it was very simple to follow, and I'll leave Jules' channel in the link below. And I put some beads all throughout the tassel, and it has a little bead hanging. It's a crystal glass bead that I have, and it's hanging from a bow pin. And I have this beautiful lace wrapping around the entire journal, and the fairy wings have been stickled, and again I have butterflies, and these little guys have some little appliques here, and another little applique here. let me see if I can show you. Right here, there's a little applique, and the wings on the fairy have been German glass glittered, and then the lace runs and wraps around the spine all the way to the back. And I have to put that this one is also an altered book, so I will get that put there as well. So let's go inside of this one. Okay, so for the front here, on this letter, I have a metal a metal book corner here. I did a lot of glittering. I used a little die piece here, some crochet trim, and this book belongs to, which you can journal also on the back, and she's holding that there. I glittered the corners of this photo that flips up, and then I have here a little glassine envelope that I put some crochet trim at the bottom here, and then it just holds all of these tags that you can journal on. Beautiful. You can journal on the back. Okay. Did I leave that open in here? No, I didn't. So these go inside. Have a book plate. I keep saying book plate. Book corner here, and I glittered the field of flowers here. And you're probably not going to be able to pick up all the glitter, but it's very glittery. It's beautiful. And then I added a little journaling book here. Got a little fairy, little crochet trim there, and you can journal, add your little notes. So it's got 4 pages. And then, of course, underneath your little petal, you have, I think there's a little fairy hiding around here. No, it's on the other one. No, she's around here. Oh, yeah, she's hiding underneath that petal. And then that goes up. There's another fairy there. I've glittered her up. I've glossy accented all these little tiny footprints. And then I've glittered this beautiful flower here, added some trims here, and then I've added this little journaling card here for extra journaling. I've added book corners here, and this is Field Guide to Fairies. Glossy accented the what is it? Oh my gosh, the bow. And glittered here and glossy accented this little girl's wing. It's beautiful. And then here says map of Sussex, and it's supposed to be where all the fairies live in, where you can find them. Have some crochet trim here, added a little flower applique with some flat back pearls, went around the frame with gold, and then open it up and it's a map. And in here I've added a envelope, same envelope that the other book has. And then here I just have a couple of tags that you can journal on. And you still have room to add more. And of course you can also journal here. And this just goes right in here. With this little copper clip, and that is your map. Little guy peeking through has been glossy accented, and then you have another little glassine envelope that I've added some crochet trim here with 2 more journaling spots, 2 more tags I should say, and that goes in there. And I've added some crochet trim here. I've glossy accented and added glitter to this little girl's wings. Added some gold to this corners of this little frame here. To the peppermint, I've glossy accented and added this little journaling spot here. Beautiful butterfly that I've added triple thick and added a lot of glitter, little diamond right in the center, and added another glassine envelope and attached it with some lace, and you have more journaling spots here. And of course here you have what a fairy wing is like. Tells you all about it. And I have a little 3D butterfly here, and I just added this little dangly thing here. Stickled some of these and added little rhinestones to the center of these. These are legitimate rhinestones because I really wanted that sparkle. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Maybe not. Have another glassine envelope here. This guy's wings are really stickled up. More tags. And I did leave this one open in the back. So I'll leave that there so you'll know, whoever purchased it, that it's open in the back. And I added some silver stickles here. Added some glitter to the water, you know, onto the ripples there. Metal corner here, some crochet trim, and then here I added another glassine envelope that flips up because I didn't want you to lose the story. And this has 2 more tags here for journaling. Lots of stickles, and I love this page, and I just did a lot of stickling and a lot of glittering, and oh, I just love it. And the camera's not going to do this justice again, but it's open here in the back, so you can add something in the back here, and then the glassine envelope as well. And it has this beautiful little fairy image. Lots of glossy accenting and little babies, little tiny wings. Have a little crochet little tab here with some flat back pearls, and the letter goes that way as well. Another little, you know what, I'll just add this in the back here so you know that in the back here you can also add stuff. And then we'll do the same for this one. And nice little tags because you can add stuff back here as well. We'll put this one here, and then we'll add that one in the back. Beautiful fairies just flying in the night sky. And then we have this glassine envelope that just goes to the side, fringy, and more tags. Here. Lots of stickling. I added like a line of silver stickles as if it was the band on the mason jar. And then I have another little journaling spot here with some crochet trim. Added some stickles and glitter onto these fairies. And here on this little spray, you can journal right here where he's ripping the page. This is a dictionary of fairy trees. I added some trim there. More stickling on all these images, and then this is a beautiful tag. Added some lace there, and Fussy cut out this flower here, and that just slides right in there. Fussy cut out this little girl here. She's just standing there and she's holding this other tag. And for extra journaling, talks about the secret fairy ring, and I added some more trim here. That's a little story there. More glossy accenting and glittering, and you know how it goes. With fairies, you have to have lots of little, you know, shiny things, and because that's what they're all about. I have a little lace pocket here on this little guy here on this picnic blanket. It's got a little recipe here and 2 more tags, so that goes right in there. And here's another journaling spot. Oh, you know how we go with the glue. Okay, here we go. Okay, and a little fairy dangling from there, and a little tag here. And she's holding that little tag in there. And another little glassine envelope here. Little pink applique, and it's attached with a piece of lace, so you don't lose any part of this beautiful image that I've just glossy accented and glittered up. It's beautiful. And then I have a metal corner here, and these are Tales of Grateful and Helpful Fairies, and these are little short stories that are so cute. Love it. Little lace here for texture. This flips up. Little lace here. Another little envelope here. Glassine envelope, and it holds these tags. And this flips up. You can journal here. Another envelope, and this flips up because I didn't want you to lose any of the storyline. Sorry about the glare. I know it must be driving you bonkers. So sorry. And it says fairy dust, and you see fairy glitter sprinkled up the book. Another little tag. I used it because it is a working envelope, so why not? Put a little applique there. This is another little envelope that goes that way, and it holds 2 little tags for extra journaling. Another little tiny envelope. some crochet trim, more crochet trim. I glossy accented the ink and the little tiny footsteps. I seen Crafty Irina do that and I thought it was so cute. And then this goes up. And this is another envelope here. And it has a little flip out, you know, little fold out. Crochet trim there, and it opens that way. This one definitely took me longer than the other one. Little postcard, and I added a little vintage, or I don't think it is vintage. No, it's not vintage. It's not one of my vintage stamps. It's one of the stamps that I got. It was flowered, so I added it there. Little lace there for extra journaling. More lace. And then this holds a little tiny letter. So stinking cute. So that goes in there. And then this has a booklet. And to the fairies, and here I added a little another little journaling card, flat back pearls, and this is the back. Jeez, some tags and another glassine envelope with some cute little birds. And then here, oh, I did add the altered book thing. Some lace, and of course, you know that this, you can look through there and you see fairies. So, and you can add some more items in the back too in this envelope, because it's a big envelope. It's like an accordion. It opens up pretty big. So, whew, that is that one. Pretty big. So that is that one, and this is pretty heavy, so these are going to have to go. I hope that I'm able to fit these on a, let me see something. I am not sure. Nope. These are going to have to go on a medium flat rate box because they're so wide. I'm going to have to figure out what envelope I'm going to be able to fit them, or I'm going to have to put them in a medium flat rate box because I don't want them to get damaged, because they have to go bubble wrapped, and they are heavy and they are thick. So yeah, so that is the deal with these. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys like them. Like I said, these are listed on my Etsy already, and I have better pictures over there. Let me give you a peek on both of them. Well, I can't even fit them both on frame. That's a shame. Okay, there they go. Alright guys, well, thank you so much. I hope you guys like them, and stay tuned for now the other ones that I am making journals out of them, and I should have those up, and at least 2 of them this week listed on my shop. So yeah, alright guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.